program out of there and show how you hate children, you wish to throw old people over the ledge, and you want mothers and schools to crumble and everything else. So this is the landmine question. I'll leave it up to you to how to answer it. What cabinet level federal departments would you advocate and vote to eliminate?
Totally.
Yeah.
I don't like to know if there's some departments you totally eliminate, but I would like to really cut a couple really bare bones.
To who?
EPA. I think the EPA is a good...
EPA?
EPA.
Oh, the EPA. Okay.
EPA.
The U part missed me there.
Sorry. I think that the EPA needs to be wrangled in. I think we've all seen recently in the news about the one guy who said that they treat him like the Romans. That department is needed. I have families that have worked in oil industries for years. Yes, EPA is needed. But it has to be sensible and it has to be regulated. That is one area that I would say that I would go into and say, let's cut this down, let's get smart about it, and yes, let's preserve our environment, and let's be responsible when we do things. But we don't need the government to tell us what to do on every little thing. If I have a little drop of dirt on the ground in California, guess what? And it's, say, something spilled, yes, clean that up, clean it up properly, and clean it up fast. But they make you go in and dig a huge hole that's over that and clean that up. What I'm saying is the EPA needs to be lessened, but it still needs to be there.
What other departments would you want to cut?
Oh, you're just so mean. Let's say, you're talking about cutting.
You don't have to answer.
Well, honestly, like I said, I would have to go. Here's what I would do. I would go up, like I said before, when I jumped ahead on your question.
Just quickly, a couple, if you've got a couple.
Okay. I would say EPA, and I would look, nothing would be off the table, put it that way.
Okay, Erica?
I would say everything would be on the table. I think right now when people are talking about government agencies, everyone wants an agency that they don't like to be the one cut, but I think we have to be willing to reduce the entire size of government. And I'm sure that will be a commercial where I'd alienate every single group. I wouldn't eliminate any agency right now because I think that there are a lot of problems in simply eliminating an agency. There are government contracts. You want to wind things down responsibly. But I think that everything should be on the table because unless we do that, we're really not going to be able to make a dent in our national debt.
Rodney?
Kathy and Erica are right. John, I got to tell you, we got people falling asleep back there. This is
So we're all going to lick our and say, God bless America until we come up.
Man, I'm standing next to Miss America up here, and you guys are falling asleep. Come on, it's exciting. Answer your question, Lee. I'm not going to say I'm in favor of abolishing any departments. What we have to do, as I've said earlier, is we've got to change the philosophy of how Washington operates. And, that means cutting some of the programs that have given us the Cylindras of the world, that have given us the bridges to nowhere, that have given us all of the issues that we as Republicans just cringe at. And everything should be looked at with a fine-tooth comb. And when we do that, we're going to see real substantive change, and we're going to see a real dent in the national debt, and a real dent in how Washington operates. Now, I want to tell you why I think I'm the best person to make that happen. Because remember I mentioned that I had to help the Republican Party from the verge of bankruptcy? Well, you know what? I made some decisions that didn't make a lot of people happy. Their operating expenses in January of last year were $900,000 a year just to turn the lights on. Just to turn them on. Guess what we cut it to? $120,000. That's how we got out of debt. And you know what? Those tough decisions, they told us we couldn't make any cuts. And when I get to Washington, they're going to say we can't make any cuts to these departments. But I proved them wrong here, and I'll prove them wrong again.